And I think we're doing ourselves a great injustice, as well as for those Christians or believers, we're doing God an injustice by not, making his heart known to our country. I want to identify my life with the Lord Jesus in every way. I realized that when he hung on that cross, he identified, himself with me, and I wasn't really worthy of that. So I count it double honor just to be who I am. And it's not about, establishing a theocracy. It's about what's right.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't we live in America? There's supposed to be a separation between church and state in America. Like, isn't that what we're about? Giving everybody their right to express their religion, to express themselves, having the freedom of speech, those type of thing, and having equal rights. Isn't that what America is about? Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm confused. And not about what you think I'm confused about. Maybe is it me?
It's about, how can marriage be marriage for thousands of years? And now all of a sudden, because a minority, an influential minority, has a push or an agenda, and totally reshape something that was not founded in our country, not founded, by man. And it's something that's holy and sacred. And I think there's nothing more honorable worth fighting for, especially if we really care about our future generations.
Well, Mr. Tyree, as a Christian myself, I also believe that marriage is something sacred and holy. I also feel that it has nothing to do with gender, pretty much. But I'm glad that you decided to be politically correct and use the words like influential minority, and your argument is that something that has been established for years. It's changed by influential minority. Doesn't that sound like something else? That sounds like something. Something that was established for years. You talk about stuff being founded in this country. This country was economically founded by slavery, by the oppression of an influential minority. Yeah. Uh-huh. You being a black man, I'm sure you heard about it. I'm sure you have to have heard about that. And when that influential minority got tired of not having the rights of the influential majority, something that was established for years, an oppressive law, rule, way of life that was established for years, finally, this influential minority decided that this is not right, and which this country was founded on, that this was not right, and went against it. Yeah, that's what happened in that sense. So all of a sudden, you're using the argument that for some reason, because this wrongness was established for years, it's not able to be fixed. You're sitting in front of me because of that.
If they pass this gay marriage bill, and I guess you could say my peace is in God's sovereignty. But what I know will happen if this does come forth is this will be the beginning of our country sliding toward, it's a strong word, but anarchy. The moment we have, and if you trace back even to other cultures, other countries, that will be the moment where our society in itself loses its grip with what's right. And, I do believe that there is right and wrong. I do believe that there is good and evil. I believe that many things are subjective, but I don't believe that truth is subjective. And so,
I'm glad that he used anarchy, because the reason why this man is sitting in front of us talking free, playing football, able to speak his mind, is because of the anarchy that happened years ago. Because of our ancestors going against the grain, going against the government, breaking certain rules to get these rights that we have today. That is the reason why we are here. And no one is trying to establish some type of lawlessness. No, we are changing the law, which is our due process, because that's what we can do. If we have a problem with how the laws are, as Americans, we can say, hey, we go through the process to change the laws. Unlike other countries, that's what makes this country so great. This right here, this day that we are in right now, this is our 60s and 50s. Although, if you go back to history, Stonewall happened in the 60s. The same time that the civil rights movement was going on, Stonewall happened. The only difference is that civil rights had something to do with this skin color. It has something to do with the skin color. So you can't hide this. You can't hide it. So the rules and the laws against that African American skin color, it was too pressing. It was too pressing of an issue. They were getting affected too. They couldn't hide their skin. So they had to say, these rules are going against us. These rules are causing a problem. So we have to change this right now. It was more pressing. Whereas gay, they can hide it. Your sexuality, you can hide. So it's not as pressing of an issue to fix. So that's why it has taken 50, 60 years to get to the point that we are now. Because people could sit back in the cut and hide it and say, well, I'm not really affected by it. I got my life, I got my job, I got everything. I don't have to go up against the government to get these rights because, I can put it in the closet. But now more people are open about being gay. They're more open about being trans. They're more open about being whatever they are. And so they're coming up against these things where I can't get married. I can't get this job. I can't get these civil rights. I can't get married to the person that I want to get married to. Of course, I can get married, but I can't get married to the person that I want to get married to legally. So it's more pressing now. It's like, oh, I'm trying to be open. I'm proud of who I am. But now that I'm proud and not in the closet, I'm getting these problems. So that's why this is our 60s and 50s. And back then, they did what they were supposed to do to help future generations. That's why Mr. Tyree is sitting in front of here talking this bullshit. The same anarchy argument that you are using against gay people is the same argument that pro-slavery people used. Oh, if we let these niggers run free, this whole country is going to hell.
Marriage is one of those things that is the backbone of society. So if you redefine it, it changes, the way we educate our children. It changes the way, the perception of what is good what is right, what is just.
I cannot fathom how this is not obvious to people. This country has evolved from a state of being where women were oppressed and blacks were not even considered a full human being. This country has changed to what it is today, because people have revolted and went against the grain and wanted to have rights that they were entitled to. Equal. How do you not get this? No, you keep talking about what this country was founded, and when you change the foundation of the country, and the change of the foundation of the country is why we are at the state we are at right now. Why Hillary Clinton was almost able to be the president. Why Barack Obama is the president. Why I'm able to sit in front of you right now and not be in jail. How I am. There was a time when doing what I'm doing, I would be in jail for this. We have these freedoms because of that change, because of the evolution of what we are. How do you not get it? I don't understand. But all right, this is your girl Diamond. Have a good day.